Good morning. Good morning. It's Chrissy. Hey, bully. You talking about time? Listen, I ain't been on YouTube in so long. Oh my gosh, I need to go watch some videos. I ain't watched nobody's videos. I am horrible. I'm a horrible supporter. Oh my gosh, y'all. I need to get my life. But you know what else too? On this channel right here, I don't have that many people on this channel, and I haven't really been caring too much about trying to find people to come over to this channel because I don't know. I don't know. I'm content. I'm good. I don't know. How have y'all been? First of all, forget me. I don't know how y'all been. I just been trying to get my life, y'all. I'm trying to get this butterfly jewels off the ground because I gotta start speaking. I have to start going around and speaking, and I'm freaking terrified. I'm gonna just keep it 100,000 wild with y'all. Yes, I know how you doing. Yeah, I know how you doing. Whatever. Talking about, yeah, I know. Don't do that. Don't brush me off. Don't you brush me off. Okay. My baby keep asking me every day for you, Fear Bully, every single day. And I keep telling him, like, leave that grown man alone. What in the world? He's like, if Fear Bully's online, can I ask him, can I play? I said, AJ, listen, maybe y'all can play together like once or twice a month or something like that. But you can't be always on that man's live stream all the time. Now, daggone. But Chrissy, I have been really trying to get this thing off the ground. Like, I'm terrified, y'all. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm so afraid. Um, Fear Bully, I told another person about the secret, the woman's secret, the secret to make women's self-esteem go up like that. I told somebody else that secret last night. She said, "What?" She was like, I never thought about that before. I was like, "Yup, What I tell you, what I tell you, that's tough, AJ, my guy. Yeah, you gotta let me know when it's okay for him to play with you, so I can tell him because he's so sad and disappointed, and I don't like telling him no all the time because kids here know too much. So I need him to stop asking me so I can stop telling him no. I can tell how you said that too. That's tough, AJ, my guy. I know exactly how you said that. Chrissy, how have you been doing? Did you ever create the group? I don't know. What are you talking about? I made a group on Facebook. Wait, okay, Chrissy, are you my friend? Are you on Facebook? What that say on my side? You like rubbing it in my face, LOL. He can hit me up anytime. Yeah, I like rubbing it in your face because you a man and you don't need to know the secret that women have. A lot of women don't know this secret. I don't even know this secret. I told my godmother last night, and she like 60 something years old, and she didn't even know this. She was like, I never heard that before. I'm like, yeah, you need to get it together. What you say, Christy? Say the secret here. No, I'm not saying the secret here. But I do have another secret for y'all. Um, do y'all there is somebody back here moaning and groaning. I hope they all right. They sound like they're not all right. But I'm not. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll get the secret out to you. I'm gonna create the group on Facebook because I keep lying saying I'm gonna make it. I mean YouTube. I keep lying saying I'm gonna make it. But so the other secret though, because I can't tell you this first secret, Fear Bully, because it's for women. But the second secret is for black people. So I can tell y'all the second secret. Okay, so first of all, do you guys know anything about melanin other than the fact that um it makes us turn brown? Do you guys know like anything deeper? And if you don't, it's cool because they haven't told us. They want us to not know about this stuff. So, do y'all know anything aside from the fact that melanin makes our skin brown? Do you guys know anything about what it does for your eyes? Do you guys know anything about what it does in your hair? Do you guys know anything about what melanin is in? Do you know anything about the different types of melanin or any of that kind of stuff, right? Because in our textbooks, they're not going to tell us this stuff. Absolutely not. And this whole I gave a YouTuber the bully treatment, LOL, and they called me an a-hole. I gotta messing with folks out here. But yeah, so you guys tell me if you know anything else about melanin. And Fearboot, all you gotta do is call me on Facebook or something. You sitting there acting funny, just call me. You can tell me what you got to tell me. But yeah, I want to know what you guys know because I have learned so much about melanin. I think I'm about to really go on like a spree, like a melanin campaign. That's my word, y'all, because they do not want us to know what's going on with the melanin. Okay, first thing I'm gonna tell y'all is this. Melanin, forget about the whole you acting funny going MIA. Well, where did my Facebook didn't go nowhere? All you have to do is call me. I told you about that. You be getting mad by yourself. I don't even know you upset. I know a little bit, not too much. I know it's different things, right? So melanin, first of all, okay, the whole black and white thing. Let me tell you how I ended up getting into this, right? Because it was a whole process. First of all, I think a lot. Y'all already know I think probably more than the average. I know I think more than the average person. And so I started thinking about the word race because I think about words a lot, right? Because we don't really understand the power of our words. I don't know why people don't think about this stuff. We're talking about letters, putting letters together to make words, putting words together to make sentences, right? Well, when we put letters together and we say how a word, the letters that go together, that's called spelling, right? Do y'all ever think about the root word of spelling is spells, like witches and stuff? And you ever think about the fact that our letters had to come from somewhere, right? Our letters didn't just appear out of nowhere. Somebody had to make them. They have to mean something. They're symbolic. Letters are symbols. Letters are symbolic. So when we spell, we really have no idea what it is that we're saying. We just saying whatever these people told us to say. You understand? That's why we have our own languages back in Africa. But now we want to talk European. So we saying things we have no idea what we're even saying. Okay. So one thing that really got me my wheel spinning was the word race. Okay. So they said, what race are you? Okay, what race? What race? First of all, when it first came about, the definition of race is a competition. You understand what I'm saying? It's a competition to see who can win, who can get to the end faster. That's what a race is. When they first started categorizing as far as race is concerned, it was a species thing. So you have animals, you got mammals, you got amphibians, you got lizards and stuff, cold-blooded. You have mammals, you have humans. So there was the human race, right? So that was a species thing. So then man chose to go a little bit further and they decided to go inside of the human race and split all that up and categorize that into the races that we are known for today, which is a bunch of bull crap. You understand what I'm saying? Let me read these comments. True, you still going back and forth with that old lady? No, she being nice to me now. She being real nice. Because I threatened to have my mom beat her up, and my mom was going to really beat her up for real. And my mom is here. She lives in Florida, but she's in North Carolina right now for women's empowerment. And yes, she said after the women's empowerment, she was going to come lay this woman out. But the woman left me alone after I told her my mom was going to beat her up. So that's what the whole thing with the race comes in. So that pissed me off, first of all, because they're subconsciously, subliminally making us compete in a race that doesn't even exist. You understand? Because if it is a race, who's winning? Are white people winning? White people, because I gotta tell y'all why I'm doing that. Are white people winning because they are what they call the majority, right? And then they call us the minority, right? So who's winning in this race that we're in? So first of all, I ain't in no race. You understand what I'm saying? Because if anything, melanin is winning. You understand? But let's forget about that because that's unfair. It's unfair to light people. It's unfair to dark people. We ain't in no race. The only race I'm involved in is the human race. Ain't nobody winning with that because you can't take none of this stuff with you when you die. Okay, so I ain't losing. I'm winning. The second thing that got my wheel spinning was the way that race plays into the word racism, right? And racism is defined as like prejudice or antagonistic behavior or feeling like you're superior than a whole nother race of people, which is some crap because there's only one race, the human race, right? So I started thinking about the race involves, especially in America, it involves black and white people, right? So then I really started thinking back and thinking more about that. Right? Let me get my slide. This is a black and white slide, right? Black and white. You see those colors there? One is black, one is white. Okay. I don't know anybody that looks like this shoe. I don't know anybody that resembles this slide. I have never met a person that's this white, and I don't know anybody that's this black. Okay. So the whole white and black thing, that started to piss me off. Hold on. Knowledge is power. They can't take that anyway. Yeah, they can take it if you ain't got it. Hey, Rail, good morning. They can take it if you ain't got it. You ain't got it, they can't take it. I bet you not. Nobody hardly knows nothing about this stuff, and it's pissing me off. But let me finish telling y'all. So it started making me mad, the whole black and white thing. I asked my baby, do you know some white people that walk around looking like a sheet of computer paper? Because I don't know anybody walk around looking like a sheet of computer paper. So that made me start thinking too, well, white people are not really white, not black, right? So I decided that I'm not calling myself black no more, okay? Because I ain't black. You understand what I'm saying? I'm melanated. That's when I started really looking into that and researching melanin. Okay, first thing I found out, well, not the first thing, but one of the things I found out was, did y'all know that melanin is worth $350 more per gram than gold? Did y'all know that? Tell me, did y'all know that? It's more than $350 per gram than gold. Y'all, we are literally walking around worth more than gold. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? When I found that out, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Are you serious? Then that made me think about, okay, you said my melanin is worth $350 more per gram than gold. How do you know how much my melanin is worth? Who is out here calculating and pricing and weighing the melanin? So I start looking deeper, right? There was a lady, I found a video of a woman who has been getting injected with melanin to reduce the appearance of her aging, right? And this woman was very, very pink, very pale. She's darker than I am now. And her hair was very soft, very fine, and very blonde. And now it's very thick, very coarse, and very dark. Okay. Her husband has been getting the same injections, but he's lighter than AJ. And y'all know AJ light. So for some reason, I guess her hormones is different in different people. That she's getting darker than he is and stuff, but he's still getting darker. Okay. So then I found out, yeah, Chrissy, that's only the beginning. And I need for y'all to share this information with everybody you know for real. Go research it too so that you know for yourself. Then I found out that melanin is in everything. Listen to me when I say this and listen close. Melanin is in this grass. Melanin is in the stars. Melanin is in the sun. It's in the galaxies. Melanin is in the trees. Melanin is in the fish. Melanin is in every single animal. Melanin is in every single person that walks on this planet, with the exclusion of albino people, only because there's a genetic difference in the way their DNA is. So either they highly, highly lack melanin or they have no melanin at all. But check this out. The reason why they have eye problems and the reason why they can't be exposed to the sun for very long is because they lack what? Huh? Say it with me, guys. They lack melanin. Okay, so then I'm like, okay, so albino people lack melanin, so they have eye problems. So then I go do more research. How about the browner your eyes are, the more melanin is in the iris of your eye, which means you have less probability of having eye problems. People with green eyes, blue eyes, oh, we go crazy over them hazel eyes, them gray eyes. Guess what? They gonna be blind before you be blind. They have the possibility, a higher chance of having cataracts, all kind of eye problems because they lack what? Say it with me, guys. Melanin. Okay. Let's take it a step further. We walking around calling hair nappy. Nappy, 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 nappy this, nappy that, right? Guess what? The darker your hair is, the more coarse your hair is. That means you have more what in your hair? melanin, which makes it what? Not nappy, but strong. Melanin is a strength component. It makes everything stronger. We wonder why Black people are louder. Our vocals are stronger. Do you understand? Our voice box is stronger. Our hair is stronger. Usain Bolt, Africans have a higher percentage of melanin than anybody else in the world. Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world. To ask me why he's the fastest man in the world. Because of what? Melanin. And we walking around, we don't realize they want to give us this black and white dichotomy, right? So that we are confused. Ain't no black and white. It's melanin. And guess what? Red hair and freckles. What is that? Say it with me, guys. Melanin. Blonde hair, natural brown highlights. Where y'all think that comes from? Guess what? Melanin in darker people is called eumelanin. Okay? We have darker pigments in our skin. We have a certain amount of melanin in our DNA, and melanin in itself is black. It is. But we have eumelanin. It makes us browner. We have the browner, darker pigment. There's something called pheomelanin. That's what's in quote unquote white people. Pheomelanin has more of a reddish, pinkish tint. If you got color at all, if you have color at all, you have melanin. Black is made up of every color that exists. You understand? That's why everybody has melanin. So if you're pink, white people, just so you know, just in case you didn't know, if you have the ability to tan, guess where that comes from? Say it with me now. Melanin, girl. You got melanin in you. If you're standing in front of a quote unquote white person and they have the brownest eyes, guess what? They have melanin. And guess what's even more mind blowing? We have the same amount of melanin in our DNA. It's just the fact that we have eumelanin and they have pheomelanin. And it's one more. There's another melanin that's in your brain. Melanin has its own intelligence, y'all. Do y'all realize that? It makes you stronger mentally. Mentally, we have so much power, it makes no sense. My dad has green eyes. His eyes are like the bottle of Sprite. I bet that is so pretty. I used to have light green until it changed light brown. Yeah, right. I bet you had pretty hair till your grandma gave you a perm. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. There are schools that don't teach this kind of stuff. We all need to know more about. You said there are schools that don't teach this stuff. That's all of them. Tell me what school you ever went to that ever taught you anything about melanin, period. Ever. You tell me any school. And see, that's one thing we're trying to start. Me and my friend, we want to start homeschooling because I'm about to take AJ out of school because I can't deal with it. I cannot. They keep lying to my baby. I cannot keep letting these people lie to my baby like this. It ain't no way. But we're trying to start a school like that with our own curriculum, with us teaching us about us, because they're gonna not tell you that stuff on purpose, my dude. Do you realize that in 2000, I think it was 2005, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, the McGraw-Hill social studies book, they took the word slaves out and changed it with the word workers. What work was being done and a paycheck was getting made? I don't know of any. But you're going to change the word workers to slaves? We have no idea what's in them textbooks, y'all. We have no clue. We don't know what they're teaching our kids at all. And see, what we're doing is not teaching them what they need to be knowing. They lying to them and we letting it happen. Ain't that crazy? I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that. Yes, and you know what? If I had grown up, I'm pissed. I'm so pissed about this. If I grew up knowing about the power of melanin, oh, baby, listen. Baby, there would never have been any fair-skinned person ever that could ever make me feel inferior. Period. Period. Melanin is a super DNA. And I ain't trying to get caught up because y'all know they be listening. But I'm about inclined to believe that melanin might be the cure for cancer. But hey, I don't know nothing. I'm this old poor girl out here in the projects. You know, that's another word, y'all. Project. Why you want to be a project? Why you want to be a part of a project? It started out as a project. This government housing started out as a project. Y'all better start paying attention to the words y'all be using. For real. All this stuff has a meaning. All of this stuff is subliminal. All of this stuff is used to control us. People can tell me they think I'm crazy, a conspiracy theorist or whatever, but guess what? It ain't that many conspiracy theories that can break this stuff down for you one by one like this right here and make it make sense. The reason there are conspiracy theories is because people lie. People lie and people know they lying. Do y'all know Illuminati? It means enlightened one, enlightened one. That means that there are people above us that know the truth. They know the truth. But they're spinning this narrative. They're giving us this knowledge. It ain't knowledge, y'all. That ain't life they're giving us. That's death. And they're trying to make us believe one thing when it's really the another thing. It's a lie. They know the truth. That's why they call it the Illuminati. That's real. That thing was created in the 1700s by this German man, you know, and Illuminati is the same as saying illuminate. Illuminate means light, to light something. These people ain't stupid. They know exactly what they're doing to us. We the ones sitting down here and don't know no better. Black people are the mother and father of all civilization. Do you understand me? Let's go, if we want to go a little bit deeper. Africa is the only continent, the only place in the entire world that their soil can produce every component. Every single component can be found in the soil of Africa, including who and what? Us. We came from there. Melanin. Africa is the richest country around. And we are like pure gold. Everything great, everything big came from Africa, including us. We can deny it all we want to deny it. And the only reason why some people ended up being lighter is because they spread out and went to these places. That's why they dying off in Australia. They dying off in Australia, Alaska, because these people are not made to be over there. The first Alaskans were black. Melanin protects you from that. The reason why we age 10 years younger than everybody else, because of melanin. It's because of melanin, y'all. Like, we are some powerful people. But some people even feel like we are more spiritual creatures because melanin is in the stars. We have a closer connection because we have more melanin in our skin. There's a reason why we feel like we feel. It ain't no black power. It's melanin power. You know what I'm saying? We got to get out of that. And then the people that the white people who don't know better, they need to know too. They need to know, because it ain't a white person that can stand in front of me and think he better than me, not especially not with no brown eyes. Don't stand in front of me, Caucasian, no brown eyes, and thinking you better than me. It ain't gonna work no more. I'm sorry. You need to start a podcast. I would definitely listen. Yes, I heard about that, about the enlightened one. She should start a panel on YouTube. My great grandfather was from Madagascar. Yo, that's deep. That's deep. And that's another thing too, y'all. And we working on that, Chris. Don't worry, we're working on that panel. I actually want to get some other women that some other, especially black women that, you know, want to maybe start a panel or something like that. But we're gonna get it started. It's a couple of other girls that's you know, approached me about being a part of some stuff. Like I get a lot of people that ask me to be a part of stuff. I just ain't trying to make no commitment if I ain't really gonna be committed, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But I might just do that podcast thing about this melanin stuff, because listen, it's like the more I've been diving deep into it and the more I research it, it's like, I'm like, what? Are y'all freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? My whole 32 years of living, of feeling inferior, of having low self-esteem and no confidence, and this whole time you trying to tell me that it's just one big narcissistic ploy of giving me some crumbs and being my hero and my villain at the same time. That's all the government is. The government ain't nothing but a giant narcissist that gives you some crumbs and makes you think you need them when you really don't. They want to be the hero and the villain at the same time. Let me help you. No, you ain't helping me. You ain't trying to help me. You ain't trying to help me. You trying to hurt me. You want me to think you helping me. But see, I ain't no fool no more. I ain't dumb no more. I didn't woke up. Oh no, boo, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna tell Christy the secret, but you ain't never gonna. You might know later. But I can't be out here. I can't be out here like Steve Harvey and them out here trying to tell y'all the secret. You won't never understand. This is the secret. I'm gonna give it to you in a nutshell. Okay? And then this is a clue. This is a clue. You want a clue last time? I'm gonna give you a clue, okay? The clue is a woman's power is too strong to be seen. A woman's power has to be felt. That's the clue. That's the clue, and that's all you're gonna get from me. That's it. That's all. So you take that and you run with it. Y'all make me smile so hard. We definitely need some other people to know about this stuff, y'all. I need y'all to research this stuff hard. Was this a riddle? No, it's not a riddle. It's just a clue. You asked me for a clue last time. You said, "Can I at least get a clue?" And I said no. But I didn't know how to probably give it last time. I was just learning the secret. Last time I was just learning the secret. But now I've researched more, and it's so big and so powerful that I can't just tell anybody. I gotta be careful with it. Give me my money back. Listen, women are some powerful creatures. You understand me? Ooh wee, ooh wee. The innate ability that we are born with, and our spirituality. Yes, Chris, I gotta let you in on it, girl. I wake up every morning now, like I gotta come outside because I feel like I'm bigger. I feel big. I feel big now. That was somebody else that didn't count. Yes, it did count. Yes, it did count. And I'm not giving you any more clues. That's the only clue that I can think of. That if you would have to go really search really deep to find the answer. So I'm not even worried about it at all. I'm not worried about it at all. And I already told you the majority of the women, I've only told like 3 women, but the majority of the women, it's a leaf or something. I don't know what this is. The majority of the women that I've told this to, they don't even know, they didn't even think of it. When I told my godmama last night, she was like, I said, "Hey, have you ever heard A, B, and C?" She said, "No." I said, "You gonna think I'm crazy." She said, "Well, I'm trying to figure out how in the world you got to that conclusion." And I said, "All right, you ready?" She was like, "Yeah." And I told her, and by the end of our conversation, she was like, "I never thought about that before." Yep. Yep. You know why? Because men like y'all don't want us to y'all don't want us to have no power. But guess what? It ain't up to y'all. It ain't up to y'all. We got all the power. We just don't know how to use it. We don't know what to do with it, and we have so much of it that we clash with our own selves. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I'm about to go back on live on my Facebook so I can talk about this. I'm about to block you, Bully, from my Facebook fan page so that you can't see the secret. What are y'all's plans for today? Tell us too. LOL. Don't leave us out. Tell me and Chrissy about A, B, and C. Well, you need to stop. You are so funny. I'm gonna tell Chrissy, but I can't tell you. You'll find out. It's gonna take a long time for all of us women to grasp onto this concept, but you'll find out. There's been a lot of planes and stuff flying over here lately, a lot of jets and stuff. I see why people be scared when they know information. Y'all, knowledge really is power, yo, for real. Knowledge will get you killed. Knowledge can get you killed. When you know too much, they don't like that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want you telling everybody else the stuff that they know. They don't want you telling the truth to people. And then it's going to mess up the construct that they have created all these years. So listen, I ain't worried because I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. Hallelujah. But they don't want us to know. I'm about to go in the house though. I love being outside. It's so peaceful and therapeutic. Ugh. And y'all already know melanin absorbs sunlight, guys. That's another thing too. Did you guys know that Melanin, just like any other thing black. Why y'all think they say is you shouldn't wear black when it's hot outside? Because black absorbs heat, right? They say that, right? Melanin is black. So the more melanin that you have, the more sunlight you absorb. Why y'all think they say that black people glow in the sunlight? That's why. She can't help you. She can't help you. I got too much power to be swayed. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm sorry. I can't tell you. I might need to tell you because y'all need to learn some respect. For real. Maybe this will help you learn some respect. It might make you worry a little bit. How about this? I'll give you another clue. I'll give you another clue, okay? Um, one of them. Um, let's see. I'll say a man. A man can build the wall or build the foundation or build the house, but the woman determines how strong of a foundation it is. The woman determines how structurally sound it is. A woman determines how fast the wall is built, the house is built. A woman determines how it's presented. If it's something that he wants her to be proud of, if it's something he don't care about, if he feels rushed, if he just doing it because he's asked or told to. Listen, we are man. Listen, Bully, you will never understand. You feel like you're getting dark about it today. But yeah, we absorb sunlight. That's why we're so energetic. We have so much energy. We lit. Melanin is lit. Melanin is literally lit. On fire. All these hints, LOL, give me all the above, all the powerful secrets. We sound like a secret society. Chrissy, we're gonna be a secret society. I might need to write a book. I might need to write a book called The Secret of the Woman's Secret. It's a lot too. I can write it. It's a lot I could put in this book, yo. To uplift and encourage and empower women. And for a long time, I was trying to think of my niche. I knew it had something to do with helping people. I knew it had something to do with children, but I know it got something to do with women. Because God really showed me some stuff. I'm telling y'all, but it's crazy. This melanin stuff and the female secret got my self-esteem sky high. Sky high. It's crazy. So look, write a book. You gonna buy 3. You got to buy some. Your mom, your sisters, everybody. Everybody needs it. All the women, but you can't read it. I feel a woman is technically the control of all things. Well, the Bible says that women are the teachers of the world. So if we're supposed to teach based on our wisdom, which in Proverbs, wisdom is personified as a she. In Proverbs, wisdom is personified as a she. So if she is wisdom and the woman, is supposed to be the teacher of the world, it is our responsibility to make sure that people learn what they need to know. The men too. That's why God created Eve as a helper. I say she should have called him and help him, but he created her as a helper. And if Adam didn't need help, he would have never created Eve in the first place. So I definitely believe women have more control. Adam probably would not have eaten the forbidden fruit had it not been for my girl Eve. Okay, but yeah, yeah. So Eve had a responsibility um to control the atmosphere in a different way, and she didn't. She lost control because she didn't know her power. That's what Eve's problem was. Not exactly. Hey, you ain't gotta agree. You're not a woman, so you don't know what we feel. But you don't gotta agree. And you're a man, so I don't expect you to agree. You can never understand, so I don't expect you to understand. You might can comprehend, but I don't think you can never understand what it feels like. So yeah, you cannot agree, but guess what? You not agreeing is the reason why women have more control. We just don't know our power. That's all that is. Mm. You can't do nothing by yourself. You can't. You can't make babies. You can't do anything alone. God made women for you. You need us. Believe it or not, you might not want to agree, but yeah, it's the truth. So, um, you as soon as you realize that, the easier your life is gonna be for you. And if you want to go against God, then I have to leave you be, because I ain't doing that with you. Nah, you can do that by yourself, brother. Ephesians 5:22-24. Now that part is true. Hey, I ain't never been a fan of somebody taking one part of the Bible and making it personal. I ain't never been a fan of that. Now you talk about holistically. Let's speak holistically. Holistically speaking, we in there. But if it makes you feel better to apply specific scripture to your personal belief, I ain't got no problem with that. I can't be mad at that. You want more? No, I don't. That's for you. Your interpretation is for you. Nobody can control how I interpret stuff. So you do that for you. You read that for you because you want to make sure that you stay in your beliefs and that I can't sway you. I ain't trying to sway you. And you can't sway me. I feel that's how I feel. You can believe it or not. The woman is more powerful than the man. Point blank, period. Yeah, she is. Mentally, women are designed to play chess. Men are designed to play checkers. Men are designed to focus on a job, a task, and get it done. You know, you going to cut the grass, you going to cut the grass. I go to cut the grass, I'm picking up toys on the way outside, cutting off the lights on the way outside, write a quick note on the dry erase board on the fridge because I know I got an appointment tomorrow. Yelling at the kids, all this on the way out. That's the way we're designed. And I can go there. I can go there. If you want to go there spiritually, we can do that too. I promise you, we can. Why you think two different women dated King Xerxes, Vashti, proudful, but Esther, humble, dated the same man, but came with different results because we possess the power. And see, the problem we don't understand as women is that, and don't get it twisted either, bully, because this ain't the secret. This ain't. But the power that we don't understand is the thing we don't understand is we all share the same power as women, but we don't know how to deal with our power. We all have the capability of being a Jezebel or being an Esther, right? But we don't realize that. We want to take ownership of all the Esther attributes. We don't want to take ownership of all the Jezebel attributes, but we got them too. Once we can be honest with ourselves and realize that we are just as raggedy as we are righteous, and then I'm strong for Christy when Christy is weak, and Christy is strong for me when I'm weak. Once we learn to connect with one another as women, oh, we're gonna change the face of the world, I promise you. But what would the world, it's more to the Bible than pulling out scripture. Oh yeah, and God is bigger than the Bible. Really, honestly, I don't even argue when it comes to the Bible. I don't, because God is way bigger than the Bible. You think God really designed the Old Testament, the New Testament, and then we're not allowed to add to the book? Are you serious? I don't even really want to go there with you because I don't want to argue. But there's no way, yeah, God is bigger, much bigger than the Bible. We got people that wrote about testimony and miracles in the Old Testament, people that wrote about testimony and miracles in the New Testament. So what is this right here we got going on right now? Because them was real people, real stuff happening. I had miracles in my life, testimony in my life. So who's to tell me? Because the book is already written, right? We just ain't had nobody right now write this extra testament and add to the Bible that we call holy. So please don't go there with me. Please don't. Exactly. Thank you. That SOS, save ourselves. The Bible gives you the option to choose the path of life. The Bible gives you the option to do that. Just like all these other self-help books people want to pass out around, you better go read Proverbs. You mean Proverbs? You already know, bully. You know that's my favorite book. And you know partly why? Because wisdom is personified as a she. You better listen to Proverbs. You better listen to me. She, your mama, and every other woman, including nature, Mother Nature. We are winning. We just don't know it. We just don't know it. You know why? Because man has put us on the back burner. And even though we can play our position better, not being seen, we don't realize that. Women have so much power We have so much power that's supposed to be seen, that's supposed to be felt and not seen. And then we go outside and we do these things to be seen on the outside, and then we feel invisible. We still don't feel like we're being noticed. We feel like nobody can see us because they can't. Nobody can ever truly see a woman. You got to feel her. You can't see her. So the Blac Chynas and the Amber Roses and the Nicki Minaj's that come outside doing all this on the outside, they want their outside to look as powerful as they feel on the inside. It don't work like that. So you're gonna always feel like you're not being noticed. You're gonna always feel like nobody can see you because they can't. Nobody can see you. They can't. That's cool. I'm hey, that's cool. Everybody has they things and they beliefs. I want to know how to tap. I know how to tap into my inner power without the cult, the fake stuff. Casey, are you on my Instagram? I can communicate it with you with what I've learned, because that's one thing that scared me too. Like all of the cult stuff, even the whole basis of religion. Growing up, and I would see people, like my grandmother was the choir director, but she used to beat us real bad. That confused me so bad. And then my father is an ordained minister. He can't even minister to us. Like, I don't understand that. Like, we don't have a good relationship with his children, but you ain't ministering to other people. And the Bible says you're supposed to minister to your house first. So all that stuff I never really understood. That's why I wrote Solo Dolo, Chrissy, because my mind ain't the same as everybody else's. I research and I read and I find out for myself. I'm not finna just sit back and listen to everything we've been lied to. We've been lied to for so long. I refuse to feed my baby those lies. And the only way I can give him the truth is if I know the truth. Okay. Oh yeah, we've been friends. We've been on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna go on there and we're gonna talk on there. We're gonna end up exchanging numbers or something because we're gonna have a conversation, girl. Because this thing is too powerful to be typing in some letters. I'm such an introvert because of things like the cult. I really had to start researching because I'm gonna tell you, girl, I was so messed up. I was so messed up that I didn't understand. Like when people would praise God, it would scare me a little bit. I'd be like, "What are they doing? What is all of that?" You know what I'm saying? Like, why is all that necessary? Um, for you to, for you to show gratitude and thanks. I didn't get it right, but that also plays into me not knowing who I was, because when we go back to our roots and to our African roots, the dance. Everybody be joking about that man. Y'all know that man. That man that was when they was, I guess they were doing the offering. I don't know, but he was getting it. That little small African man, and he was in there. He was like he fell down to the ground and jumped back up, and he was doing all this and that. We laughed because we're ignorant. We laughed at that because we're ignorant. That's how they dance. That's how the culture is. So like all of our dancing and stuff that we be doing, it don't come from European people. It didn't come from no European people. Didn't no Caucasian people make that stuff up. That is melanin, first of all, okay? Because it's lit. We need to first remember that. I'm able partly to do this because God blessed me with so much melanin that I am super duper lit, okay? And that's the first thing. But like the way people praise, and get things out. Um, we hold so much stuff in, right? And a lot of think about some of the differences. Like at a lot of black churches, we yell and holler and we praise and we're loud and stuff, right? And a lot of more white churches, they're more quiet. I used to go to a white church. This back when I was afraid of my power and I wanted to be safe. And I went to this white church and they read out the hymn and everybody was quiet and you could hear a pin drop and all this other stuff, right? Then I started researching. There's a group of white people that go into the woods, okay? And they stand there and they howl and they scream and they holler and they get all of their frustrations and everything out and all of that, right? Um, we need to start seeing anger and all that stuff as we need to start pretending like we can see it as it enters our body. And it don't come out. It stays in there. So at some point you gotta let this stuff out, right? So I just started comparing what black people do in church, because we ain't finna go in the woods and be just hollering and screaming. And what these white folks do in the woods, it's no different when I read about babies, when babies are sad or scared or they holler and scream. because they have to let this stuff out. And it's okay because they're babies and we comfort them. But we forget about these things from our childhoods as adults because we don't want to look crazy. But the truth of the matter is, we got to get that stuff out. So if I've been holding stuff in all week and I've been wanting to cry and I've been feeling weak and I've been feeling tormented and I've been feeling abandoned and I've been feeling neglected and I've been feeling like powerless and all, and I go in church and I get inspired, and I'm not, and I need to get this out. I'm gonna let it out, right? It's a lot of Black people are more expressive. I've learned that. Melanin is expressive. Literally, if you go look it up, it will tell you that melanin is expressed through sunlight. The more sunlight you encounter, the more your melanin is expressed. It's also the reason why we get keloids faster. Because we absorb sunlight so much, it's not as easy for our skin can reproduce faster. So that's why we get keloid skin. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about knowing who we are, where we come from, where this stuff originated from. It didn't just fall out of nowhere. But you know, the history, that's his story, not mine. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that's the white man's story. I ain't got time for that. No. I'm about to get my baby out of, who calling my name? Hey baby, good morning. How you doing? I'm not doing that no more. I'm not lying to myself no more about that crap. I'm gonna get my baby out of school before he get to middle school. I tell you that. Before they start getting these textbooks and stuff, I'm getting him out of there. Cause as much time as I put into my baby after school, I might as well teach him. And I know he be getting so tired of me making him have work after work. He come home from school and I'm like, now come here now, let me teach you something. He tired of that. So I'm gonna just put all that into one, make sure you know about his roots, and make sure you know about these white people. Because look, I had to tell this white woman the other day, I'm sorry your ancestors lied to the both of us. They lied to you and me, okay? But it was a lie. So let's get to the truth and then we can move on. I'm so sick and tired of placing blame everywhere. Let's take the blame out of it. They lied to everybody. Let's move on. Anybody got time for all that? Nobody. The world they think this is. That's why I think I'm more afraid of my power than anything. I used to be afraid of failure, Chrissy, but now I think I'm more afraid of my success. And not like in a fearful way, but I want to make sure that God keeps me humble so that I don't fall and stumble on the ways of the world, because I know God is gonna bless me with everything I want. To get my Jeep Renegade. I'm walking now, but I ain't gonna be walking forever. And so I want to make sure I'm humble. And I believe that I'm in a position now to make sure that my humility is A1, top dollar, top notch humility for me. So when I get that car, I'm gonna know God can take that car any day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. But this stuff we just don't know, and they make certain things sound like a cult. And no, it's a meaning behind this stuff. Even saying people scared to even say Illuminati. It's a word that somebody made that means light, illuminate, which means light. A regular smuggler, degular German man in the 1776 made that whole thing so he can have like a secret society of people he felt like knew more of the truth than anybody else. And that thing then trickled down into us. It's just like playing that game. We've turned it into something else where you whisper one thing, and by the time it gets around the room, it's something completely different. That's all this is. It's a bunch of lies. God did not intend for us to be going through all this. And so we got to figure this thing out. But I want to trust in God, and I'm going to trust in God because I worry that Christy, sometimes I don't know what I have to offer people. Like I'm telling you the truth. Like I know that I have power, and I feel it, but I don't know if it's what I receive from other people once I pour out. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's just the devil. Maybe it's just the enemy trying to discourage me. But I do sometimes feel like I'm wasting my time. People don't want to listen. I feel like I'm by myself in certain situations because you cannot have these conversations with everybody. You really can't. And I don't know. I'd be like, what do I have to offer these people, Jesus? Because I don't know. Mm. I guess we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. You gonna work it out. And on top of all of that, Chrissy, we're not supposed to be out here working for these white people. We're not supposed to be out here working for the white supremacists. That ain't our place. We come from the richest soil, and I mean that in the most literal sense. From dust you came, and dust you will return. We have been planted and planted in the best soil in the world. There's a reason why African Americans are treated the way we're treated. There's a reason why uh, we're forced to believe that we are negative, and that's just not true. That is the furthest thing from the truth. We are the strongest people on this planet. The strongest, literally the strongest people on this planet. That is scientific. Scientifically speaking, since some people don't want to talk about God and spirituality, we can speak. I had to check a girl the other day, this white girl. She really tried, Chrissy. She tried me really hard. I told her, I said, okay, well, I see I have to come at you from a scientific standpoint, since you don't want to talk about this thing from a spiritual. Let's get scientific. Let's talk about you melanin and field melanin. What's that about? Because you got some of that, don't you? Just check. Go check. Go check, girl. Because I should know more about you than you know about you. But I do. And that's a problem. I know the I think it's gonna rain. That's the enemy, girl. They trying to stop me from talking, but they don't. I'm still connected to my Wi-Fi. And all I gotta do is go in the house. We good to go. When I was telling my godmother what was about this stuff last night, no lie, my computer, it just cut off. Matter of fact, she froze. And every time we tried to call each other, it kept saying, call not connected. Now I know this stuff is man-made, but I never got a thing that said call not connecting. Call not connecting. I ain't never seen that before. Never, ever, ever. But we got back in touch with each other. We was trying to call on Messenger. We just picked up the phone and called from the phone so we could finish talking about what it is we need to talk about. Because she told me last night that I really made her realize some things that my godmother is in her 60s. I'm 32. That's why we have a responsibility, because the ones before us, they didn't know this stuff. They didn't know any better. And the ones after us, they're not going to know any better if we don't learn and teach them. We have a responsibility for real. Yes, ma'am. You know they monitor us. Absolutely. Yes, I do. I do meditate. It's harder for me to meditate inside my house because I feel when I'm inside my house, I feel constrained. Um, but I come outside, and especially when it's warm like this, I like, especially like sometimes I come in here at 6 in the morning, put my jacket out here on this grass, and it's been times where I've cried because once I started becoming more spiritual, women are also more spiritual creatures too. When I started becoming more spiritual and like connecting to God on a more spiritual level, and like really not just learning but believing. Learning and believing, that's the difference in knowledge and wisdom. Knowing what love is but feeling it. That's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. When my baby asked me why is black dark, dark, why is black bad? I said, no, baby, that's darkness. Black is beautiful. Darkness is bad. It feels bad. It's a difference in feeling and seeing. And so it's a spiritual thing. That's why women are spiritual, because we are spiritual beings. We need to be felt, not seen. And so I would come out here one day. I came out here, and after I started really being like analyzing my blessings and just thanking God for the small stuff, because I've tried to commit suicide twice, just being alive. And I started hearing the birds chirping and stuff, and I started wondering, like, what are they saying? What are they saying to each other? Like, because they're creatures of Christ, they're creatures of God, so they communicate. What are they saying in their communication? Then I started thinking, this is before the melanin thing too, girl. Then I started thinking about how the same presence, the same God that made this grass in my hand, that made the sky, the clouds, the trees, the birds, made the same creator that created me. And so it just really started to blow my mind. But that's how you know when you're I guess that's how you know when you're drawing closer to God and you're waking up, man. We are so sleep. Everybody want to talk about the sleeps, the Walking Dead. They expect people with holes in their face and skin falling off. No, this is the Walking Dead right now, right here today, where we are right now. Look around. Look at the kind of people that you come in contact with. Look how easily it is for somebody to just go shoot up a church. Look how easy it is for somebody to travel to another country, blow up mosques, shoot up mosques of people that are praising, and then shout out a YouTuber. If that ain't sleepwalking, if that ain't The Walking Dead, I don't know what is. You are. You are. If you think it, you know, you feel it. You're a spiritual being. You feel it. You know it. And a lot, we always feel it. We always feel it, especially women. We always feel it, but we don't always know better. You know, people say you should know better than that. How? How you should know better something you ain't never been taught? How? People always want to tell us something, but don't teach us nothing. They get on my nerves. But you don't, if you don't know any better, like a woman can be in an abusive situation for years. She knows that it doesn't feel good spiritually. It doesn't feel good. She feels horrible. She doesn't love it. She doesn't like it, but she thinks that she's supposed to stay. Right? But you know how you feel. We always feel, you know, but we just don't really know where to start. We don't really know where to go. We don't really know our place necessarily. We don't really know how that works, especially women. Because for so long, where have they placed us? No daggone where. No daggone where. But we are so strong. We are strong, the strongest creatures. I strongly believe that. I feel like if that wasn't the case, God would have made Eve first, and then she would have made Adam to help her, to help Eve. He didn't make Adam to help Eve. He made Eve to help Adam. And we're the teachers of the world. We don't even need men to raise our sons. We don't. We absolutely do not. We don't need men to raise our sons. We the ones that teach them how to be leaders in the first place. And then they lead us the way we teach them to lead. Because what we need, this is what we need from you. This is what I need from you. Okay? This is what I need from you. A dictator, disciplinarian, leader. You know, and that's not to say that we are just categorized. That's not what that means. But God had a plan when he created us. Whether we wanted to stick to the plan or not, he had a plan. You know, going against nature and stuff, that's when problems come. And it's not to judge anybody, but even with homosexuality, you experience all of this negativity and problems, having babies, acceptance, all of that. Anything that goes against nature, it comes with a price. And I'm not judging nobody's choices, do you? But that's just the truth. And so if we continue to go against what God likes order, not chaos. Things are supposed to go in order. Everything is created. When you create anything, when you plant a seed, if it doesn't have lights, if it doesn't have purity, water, if it doesn't have oxygen, air, and if it's not pushed in dirt to begin with, then it's never going to grow. That's the human experience in a nutshell. Every time you turn around, somebody's throwing dirt on you. Every time you turn around, you feel like you're being buried, but you're not. You're being planted. Once that dirt and everything gets thrown on you, expose yourself to some light. Expose yourself to some purity and some water. Expose yourself to some air and some oxygen. Expose yourself to the components of life and watch you grow into something amazing when they thought they were burying you, but they really were planting you. Who do we have? My virtual world. Hi. You are here just in time, my love. Just in time. I'm so sorry I missed your lives the last couple days. I haven't really been on YouTube like that at all. But yeah, we're just talking about some spirituality. You can't put the secret up here. I told Virtual World knows the secret, Chrissy, but we're gonna talk about it later. But you can't put it because I think Fear Bully is watching somewhere. And he's still trying to find out what it is, Chrissy. I mean Virtual World. But yeah, women, we always know. We always know. And the way things are supposed to work, I think what we need to do is we need to start looking at woman as woman, not as I'm a woman, you're a woman, she's a woman. No, it ain't I'm a woman, Chrissy's a woman, Brittany's a woman. No, we're all women. I'm sorry, Virtual World. I did not mean to do that. My bad. I hope you're not mad. My bad. What are y'all saying? Because you know the sunlight. Yes, perfect timing. I get on and see your beautiful self on. So I had to, what did it say? Jump in to see you. Thank you so much. And I was actually about to get off, but me and Chrissy started talking about some real deep female stuff. And I feel like God wants me to just, girl, don't go in the house yet. That's why the sun came back out. Look, he keep telling me to chill. But yeah, we're supposed to, like I said, in Proverbs, if you really want to get a closer connection to who you are, read Proverbs. Wisdom is personified as a she. Um, wisdom is teaching. Wisdom is you get wisdom from God through experience. And with the things that we experience, we're supposed to pass that knowledge and information on to others. And I believe that we're the teachers because we experience nature, we experience life in a different way, in a more spiritual way than what men do. And they have their connection and we have ours. And ours is definitely more spiritual, and we experience things in a more spiritual way. Being that we are nurturers, being that we're more maternal, it's easier for us to forgive. It's easier for us to love. We actually have to work hard to do the opposite. Whereas men need to more so work harder to show their love and to express their love. Y'all see that white butterfly just passed by me? Look at God. That is beautiful. But yeah, so like I said, our power is more so to be felt and not seen, but we try so hard to be seen that we mess ourselves up. Trying to be seen, um, we're supposed to make decisions. We're supposed to make choices. We're not supposed to do all that. It's not supposed to be so much confusion because we know the answer. We just choose the wrong choice. We choose the wrong decision. And we're not perfect. We're not perfect. We're imperfect. And so it's a learning experience. We make mistakes and we learn from them and we grow. You know what I mean? I guess for a man's ego, he might feel like he needs to be seen. He wants somebody to know he built that. He did that. That makes him feel especially if he did it for his unit, for his family. You know what I mean? Um, y'all know my computer's broken. Hold on, this wind blowing. And so this power that we have, I believe in order for us to be able to take the reins of our power, we have to first find peace because chaos in your mind, um, you can't take the reins with the foundation that's chaotic. You can't. So if you want to be in control of all your women, all your ladies, then you have to be able to have peace because you got to be able to regulate. So for example, there was a knock on my door the other day, and it was my blue butterfly, and she was sad, and I didn't understand why. When I opened the door, I noticed that she diverted her attention over to yellow butterfly, who was sitting in my room talking to me. And I could tell that she was sad, and I'm pretty sure she was sad because I've been spending way more time with yellow butterfly than I have with blue butterfly. I haven't been sad in a long time. And I know it's not just her because I was spending more time with yellow butterfly all for the past few weeks, months. And occasionally red butterfly will pop up, because he's a little angry. You know what I'm saying? And I have to deal with that, right? But it's only for a brief moment that I can spend that much time with red butterfly. It's only a little bit of time I can spend with blue butterfly. These are my women that are in my brain that I have to control because I choose joy. I choose happiness. Sometimes it's green, a little jealousy. I'm a woman. I get jealous sometimes. I'm not perfect. Come on. But it's for a brief time. It's not for very long at all. You can come in and say, hey, but you got to go. Or I might send yellow butterfly out every now and then to go get a blue butterfly, because I might be in my feelings for a quick moment. But then I say, okay, well, can you go get yellow butterfly and tell her to come back in here right now? You know what I mean? We got to take the reins, but I wouldn't be able to do that without peace. I wouldn't be able to regulate my emotions and my feelings without peace. I wouldn't be able to take control of my power without peace and joy, humility, not judging others. Because as a woman, like I said before, I can be a Jezebel or I can be an Esther. I know that I have the capability of being righteous or ratchet. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I can't judge another woman. What I look like judging another woman? She's me. I'm her. We are woman. How? How can I do that? Your failure is mine. Your success is mine. I respect you and love you as a woman. Therefore, everything else is just icing on the cake. I don't want to see you fall. You fall, I fall. I don't want to see you lose. You lose, I lose. I want us as women to win. And the only way we can do that is if we become familiar with our power, take control of our power, get peace from whatever higher power you need to get peace from. And walk in the authority that is a woman. You understand what I'm saying to you? We are strong. So strong. So strong on the inside, from the inside out, that we go crazy because we don't feel like we're being seen because nobody can see you. You have to be felt. Nobody can see you. They will never be able to fully see you and everything that you possess as a woman. Never. And that's why we don't feel whole. That's why we feel like we're missing a piece. You need to know your